Hi, I'm Ali and welcome to Clear Skin and Wellbeing. And so today I thought I would just touch on bath rituals and things we can do as an almost a routine as we're getting ready for a bath or actually even a shower. I realise not everybody likes baths or even has a bath, but they do have a shower in their home. So again, if you haven't subscribed, please like and please share, and that would be great. Right, so bath rituals. Now, I'm definitely a bath person. I think you fall either in two categories, either bath or shower. Showers for me are when it's, hot and you're in a rush, or it's first thing in the morning, ready for work. But in the evening, for a real wind down, to just calm down, I do love a bath. And I do have a little ritual. Now, when I say a ritual, there's no jiggery pokery or anything like that. It's just literally just something as a routine, what I do before I get into the bath, almost in sort of Ayurvedic terms actually, of things I do, and which I would say would be a ritual. And I do think that there's nothing wrong with rituals. I think if you do something all the time and eventually you don't actually think about it, and so your mind's not actually using up that energy to think what you need to do, so you just do it automatically, and that's so good for your well-being. Right, so I mean, I could go into how I do absolutely everything and break it down, but it would be a very long video and I'm sure you'd be kind of bored by the end. So I thought I would just go through a few pointers and then I will probably go into detail further down the line in my next video uploads. So the first thing I do, obviously, is you get the bath ready, and I do like quite a warm bath. You don't want it to. I don't like it too hot, but I do like quite a warm bath. And as I get the bath ready, I tend to put in lots of Himalayan salt, or I would put in Epsom salts. Now they contain lots of magnesium, and that really does help just calm the nervous system, and it also helps you ready for sleep if you like. Now, when I get Epsom salts or even Himalayan salts, I always add in some aromatherapy oil. Now, when you put aromatherapy oil into the bath, you don't want to just get a small aromatherapy oil and just sprinkle it, because it will sit on the top of the bath of the water, if you like, and it could actually potentially burn you. Aromatherapy oil, although natural, can be quite potent. So what you want to do is get a small aromatherapy oil, which can be quite cheap, and lavender or chamomile, something nice and relaxing. Rose geranium's another nice one, and you just want to mix it in with your salts. So then when you put it into the bath, it actually disperses within the bath rather than sitting on the top as an oil. Another thing you could do is actually mix the aromatherapy oil in milk. Just a tiny bit. Full fat milk's even better because it's more fat and less water. Mix it in and almost do like a Cleopatra thing, if you like, and just put it into the bath, and again it will just disperse. Now, while the bath's running, I do like to tongue scrape and clean my teeth. I don't personally like to go into a bath with, dirty teeth and, makeup or anything on my face. I want to be perfectly clean. So what I tend to do is I do use a tongue scraper, and I will show a future video on tongue scraping. So I do scrape my tongue first, and then I clean my teeth, and I take any form of makeup off. Now, I don't actually wear very much makeup, and so it tends to be mascara and maybe a little bit of lipstick. So I take that off, I wash my face, and use my Foreo previous videos on that, and so my face is nice and clean. If I'm feeling really decadent, I'll put a face mask on, and there are plenty on the market. So that's all ready. So teeth clean, face nice and clean, and then I dry brush. Now, dry brushing is so underrated and actually very important, because it helps with the lymphatic drainage and helps release any toxins. Now, of course, you're going into the bath, and whatever you put into the bath is going to get into your body, as in, you know, if you put bubble bath in, for instance, with lots of nasties in there and chemicals, you know, you're opening up those pores because you're in a hot bath, and that's going to, you know, actually penetrate into the skin cells. So that's why I always tend to use something like Himalayan salts or Epsom salts. But I do like to dry brush first because it gets rid of all the dry skin, the dead skin. That's its first thing, but also it helps with the lymph and actually to relieve all toxins. Now there are, again, I'm going to do another video on different types of dry brushing and how to dry brush thoroughly and properly. Now, very basically, I've got a couple here I will show you. I have one dry brush here which I use on my feet and my legs and my arms, and I work in an upward motion and not too hard, but just to get some of the flow going. And on my back I have a very long brush which is fantastic. So I dry brush, and then I actually do put on oil before I go into the bath, and then I apply oil after. You could do one or the other, or not even bother at all. But I do like a bath oil because it does make the skin lovely and soft. Now I do like organic oils, and I have one here. This is a Tropic one. By the way, I'm not sponsored. I have Tropic. Sometimes I even use olive oil, which is fantastic. Again, I'd apply it to my body, then get into the bath, and then just relax. And it's just so lovely, and it's kind of my ritual. Now, when I'm in the bath, to be honest, sometimes I look at other YouTubers and just watch how other people, you know, other things such as, I don't know, Chateau Life or Escape to the Chateau, or something which is completely out of my zone in everyday life, just to switch off. And sometimes, you know, I do like to have a drink. So I would either have some water, because obviously if you're in a warm bath, you get quite warm. So I just like to lay there, and I will sometimes have a herbal drink or a glass of water. But to be honest, if it's a long day and an evening, sometimes I might just have a G&T at the side, or just a small glass of white wine. That's fine. It's just for the odd time. That's great. Sometimes I read a book, a magazine. It just depends what mood I'm in. So after I've done that, I come out the bath, and again I use oil. Now I do tend to use sesame oil, an organic unfiltered oil, for the feet, because I do think it's so good, and it is a very Ayurvedic thing. And so I do use that for my feet, and then again olive oil on my body, or just you know something like the Neom or the Tropic or one of those, and then just gently apply. And then I work on my skin, on my face and my neck. And sometimes I do a new face, and I use that now and again, well, quite often. But when I just come out of the bath, I then just do my nightly face routine. And then I'm kind of ready, and I'm ready to go. And for me, a routine, a ritual, all the kind of almost, you know, under the same umbrella, but it's doing something which you do so many times you don't actually think about, and actually it kind of gets you just settled, balanced, and almost in alignment. And you know, when I'm in the bath, you know, I try not to think of anything negative. It's all positive. And you know, I think perhaps I'll think of good things of what's happened in the day, things I'm going to do the next day, and you know, maybe just a few, you know, gratitudes of how great life is. You know, being healthy, having a roof over my head and food. And it really does put you in a really good positive mindset. So that's my ritual, bath ritual, if you like. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please tell me your rituals and routines. Again, if you don't have a bath, it could actually be used, you know, when you're in the shower. Same thing applies. The only thing is with the Epsom salts, and you know, obviously you're not loading up in the shower, but you can still use oil on your body before you go in and dry brush, and then come out and use an oil as well. And use really lovely organic natural ingredients, nothing with any nasty chemicals in. When you're washing your body, you just want something really natural, because your body is, you know, it's quite, with the heat and the water, whatever you put on is going to act like a sponge and go straight in. So you want something really natural, and really something which is going to really nourish your body rather than work against it. So I hope you enjoyed this, just a very slightly different video today, and I will go on in my next few videos on how to cleanse with, how to use a tongue scraper and various other tongue scrapers. If you don't actually have a tongue scraper, there are other ways you can do it, and we'll do dry brushing and things to do with the lymph, because again it's so important to sort of help relieve those toxins. And again, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe, please like and please share, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.